Shut up!
Cartoons.
Really, 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 really freaking embarrassing.
Oh no!
Really, 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 really freaking embarrassing.
Oh no!
Really embarrassing. Freaking embarrassing. Really embarrassing.
Okay, who's got an embarrassing story for me?
Eat.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
He was gonna say eat too.
Okay, I've got one. I like this guy Tommy in high school, but we were just friends. Translation, zero chance for romance. We went off to college on opposite ends of the country, so I figured we'd never see each other again. But the next summer, Tommy came back to town and we went on a bike ride in the country and it was super hot. Then we came to a small ski hill. There's this pond and I think it was just the water source for making snow. But it was a pretty spot and we sat down on a flat rock and then he leaned over and kissed me and I couldn't believe it. But it was hot and the rock was hot and it was like kissing somebody in a pizza oven. And we both looked at the water and we both were like, oh, thought the same thing. And we took off our clothes and I just leaped off. But then I just started itching all over, like the worst poison ivy ever, all over, like inside. Like my eyeballs were itching, like my heart was itching. Got to the surface and Tommy was about to jump in and I just screamed, stop, and then I started to break out in the worst rash ever. It was like bright red, swollen welts all over my body, and all over my body. And trickling blood like little rivers over the show. I don't know what caused the reaction, if it was chemicals in the water for snowmaking or mosquito larvae or the wrath of an angry god with a sick sense of humor. That's probably that one. Anyways, we drove back to town and he dropped me off at my house, and I don't know where I got the confidence to ask this, but he said, hey, you want to come in? And he just looked at me and said, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I got a girlfriend at school. Probably should have told you that. Yeah, probably. Anyways, it's cool. I've forgotten all about it now.
You idiot.
Eat head.
You and the freaking embarrassing horse rode in on.
Okay, I got one, but you can't use my real name. Okay, here goes. I was in college, in Texas. I had this girlfriend, Valerie. Really great. Pretty, smart. I was in love. I always felt like she was too good for me, And of course, she dumped me. And I was devastated. I really wanted her back. The one thing I was sure she really liked about me was that I played the guitar. So anyway, there was this open mic thing at a nearby cafe. I signed up for it. I wrote a song for her, a love song. I told Valerie about it, and she was kind of reluctant to come, but then she said, okay, she'd be there. The night before, I went out to a bar and ended up getting kind of drunk. Well, not kind of. I was out really late, ended up talking to this other girl. I told her about the open mic, and she said she might come too. I woke up the next day at like 3 in the afternoon, totally hungover. I ate some breakfast type food and then fell back asleep for a while. But I set the alarm and got up and got to the cafe on time. Just before I took the stage, Valerie walked in. The girl from the bar showed up too. When I got up to perform, I felt a little nervous, also dizzy, also queasy. I looked at Valerie and said, I wrote this song for someone special. But I realized I looked at the girl from the bar like I was looking at her too.
Oh, my love, my darling love, like rain our love falls down. Our passion floats upon the breeze, it makes the sweetest.
Suddenly I got an incredible pain in my stomach. An incredible pressure down below, that unmistakable pressure. It came on instantly like the fucking Hoover Dam breaking. There was no time to stop and run to the bathroom. I couldn't tell if everybody knew what happened or not. But I kept singing, trying not to let my face show what was going on down there.
On the shore, I kissed you once, I kissed you twice. Your lips were sweet as wine. So sound the trumpets from my mind. I love you for all time.
They all clapped politely as I waddled to the bathroom like a penguin. I tried to clean myself up the best I could, but there's no cleaning up that mess in my underwear. Thank God there was a window. I washed.
Yeah. Are you f***ing nuts?
Okay, that's it. Today I'm telling a f***ing story. It was early in the morning. At the time, I was working as a cartoonist and illustrator. The phones in the house were my lifelines to employers. Also, I had bought a new fax machine the night before. I had lugged it upstairs to my studio. I'd unplugged the phone to test the fax machine, but then forgot to replug the phone in before I went to sleep. I was expecting an important call in the morning, but soon I was in dreamland. Dreaming, you know, the usual dream. The phone! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I sometimes sleep in the nude. I ran to the phone, the one upstairs. I picked it up. Hello? Hello? Hello?
No one was there, and the phone was still ringing.
I was still half asleep, so it took me a second to realize it was the phone downstairs in the kitchen that was ringing. Right, I'd unplugged this one. I took off down the stairs. I really wanted to get the phone before it stopped. I made it to the kitchen. Hello? Hello?
Good morning. Is this Peter?
Yes, is this Carol?
Carol was an art director at the Washington Post.
Yes. I hope it's not too
That was
early.
when I realized that Janina, our Polish cleaning lady, was standing about 5 feet away. Meanwhile, the art director was still talking to me on the phone.
Penis, 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 penis.
Peter, you're not listening to a word I'm saying. I don't have time for this. Goodbye.
Really freaking embarrassing.
I gotcha.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.